What's up, guys? Good morning.
Good
How y'all
morning.
doing? So that's my jam, our little intro music. I like it. It's easy going. It's chill. It's relaxed. It kind of just gets you flowing for the day. So good morning, guys. Want to introduce ourselves. This is Mandy Conkle. I'm Brooks Conkle. We're the operators of the Mobile Rundown. So every week we connect you guys with what's happening in town. We create events, and obviously for now we're on a bit of a hiatus. So now we've created an online show to connect.
Yes.
To connect with the community. So we're here to do that. So welcome to you guys. We've got, I guess real quick, just want to thank, I've got a show sponsor here that I want to thank real quick. Let me put it on this page. So we have a show sponsor this morning, Cartridge World of Mobile, a local company that provides printers, ink, and toner. And so they're now doing home delivery right now as well. So thank to that show sponsor for making this show possible. Now to move on a little bit, we've got some cool stuff for you today. So the show format is we've got a quote of the day. We have a guest that's going to be on the show with us. So I'll go ahead and say who the guest is.
You're gonna tell them? You're not gonna surprise them?
I'm gonna go ahead and tell them who it is, just because we need to. So the guest that we have is the director of the grounds, executive director. It's Josh Woods. They put on the fair every year, which is like 100,000 people. It's crazy. It's a week. It's incredible. It's really cool. And so we're going to be chatting with Josh in just a second. But before we get there, we have a quote of the day?
We have a quote of the day.
You want to talk about the quote real quick? Should we do that?
I'd love to talk about the quote.
All right, let me bring the quote up and I'm going to let you read it. All right, guys, quote of the day is...
What you get by achieving your goals is not as important as what you become by achieving your goals. Mr. Zig Ziglar, not sure if that's a real name, but it's true.
That's a real guy.
Yeah. So is it?
Yeah, motivation guy, Zig Ziglar. So what you get by achieving your goals is not as important as what you become by achieving your goals. Yes. Interesting. So
it's all about the journey.
Interesting. I dig that. So yeah, so it's about kind of about the process. It's about what you go through. That's pretty neat.
Yeah.
I'm curious to hear what you guys think about that, which I'll have to, what your thoughts are on that. So let's move on. We also have a positive story of the day.
Some good news.
Right? Some good news. So we're going to come up with a little music for that. Dun, 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 good news. I'm gonna lie. We're going to get something written and then we'll put on the little overlay to display the good news.
Like a
yeah, maybe. Okay. I'm gonna do something and then we're gonna put it in the show. So like we're gonna figure that out. But so good news of the day is this little dude right here. This little person, this little 7-year-old youngster, Kavana Bell. Don't know how to. Yeah, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly or not. But Kavana Bell is doing a really nice thing. So they're making and delivering care package to the elderly. So took the savings literally that's what they had. And I can't remember what they said, how much money. I think it was like however many hundreds of dollars. So Bell used $600 he saved up to fund his first batch of care packages.
That is awesome.
I thought it was really amazing. So literally went out, shopped, and is delivering care packages to some elderly folks that are unable to get out. And it's a beautiful story in a time like this. I think it's really cool, really positive message, things like this that we need like in these times, right?
Yes, because, most kids at that age, they get that kind of money and they want to spend it. They want to buy an Xbox or a Nintendo Switch or something. And this kid is thinking outside.
Fortnite skins.
All the Fortnite skins.
Just kind of naming stuff.
Yeah.
Candy.
Oh, yeah.
But instead, this young person's buying care packages for folks, which I think is really cool.
Hopefully that will inspire others to get out there and do some good.
Heck yeah. Which is something we have, Do Some Good Mobile. You just made me think of that. So magazine that we now put out once a year where we highlight local nonprofits. So actually, if you guys haven't heard of that, go check that out. You can find it on our website, themobilerundown.com. Just find the Do Some Good tab and look it up and see what that's all about. So that wasn't the point of that plug, but you just said do some good, and it made me think of Do Some Good Mobile.
Yes.
Get out there and do some good mobile. So, all right, cool. So we are going to I think we should pop Mr. Josh in here?
The Josh Woods.
I think we should pop Josh in here and have some conversation. Let's get Josh in here. Josh, hey man, good morning.
Good morning.
How are y'all?
Doing great, man.
Good.
How are you?
Doing good. It's Monday, so kind of feels like a continual week from now. It seems like, but
right,
it is what it is.
Yeah.
It's a weird feeling, isn't it, man? Like Monday rolls around and you're trying to it's a strange thing.
It is. You try to figure out okay, so that's kind of like the number one goal in the morning is to wake up and figure out what day of the week it is. So so today is Monday. Okay, Mondays I used to do this. This Monday I got to do this. So
Trying to keep try to keep the routine going, right? Like try to make it. Yeah, I did not think for me that it would be that much of a struggle with that, but there really is, man. You're like, wow, this is not normal. You have to make it as normal as possible,
Stick to a routine, which is hard.
Yeah.
I do like early lunch though. That's kind of nice.
Dig the early lunches.
Yeah, early lunch, like 10:30 lunch. That may stay in the routine from moving forward, but we'll see.
You can do 2 lunches if you want. You can have a 10:30. You can have a 12:30. You can even have a 2:30 if you want.
Never thought about that. I might do that. Just kind of like eat half and then eat the other half.
Yeah, sure. There's no one there to judge you. It's okay.
That's how Mandy rolls.
In my case, a 4-year-old and a 2-year-old. So
that's right, man.
All right, Josh, tell us a little bit about you and the grounds and your position there so that the world can know exactly who you are and what you do.
Oh, yeah. So obviously we're the Greater Gulf State Fair. We affectionately call our facility the grounds. And, basically, we produce the annual fair for Mobile and the Greater Gulf State. And, we pull in over 100,000 folks each year, all along the Gulf Coast. Really kind of our main audience for the fair ranges from Biloxi over to kind of Daphne, Spanish Fort. So we have a pretty vast audience when it comes to that. We even reach up towards Thomasville and Leroy and McIntosh area. So we pull a lot of folks along the Gulf Coast for the fair. But then, like I said, on the other side of the house, we have the grounds, which is our facility, and we license our facility out for different events. So anything from vintage markets to Mardi Gras balls to birthday celebrations to cabaret concert series. Any given weekend we have something going on. I've been here since 2016. When I first started. We were looking at we were right around about 60, 70 event days. Last year we did 145 event days.
That's awesome.
It's a lot of work. I have a great team that they put a lot of time and effort into it. And then so we're at 145 last year. This year we were on track to do 160. But pretty much, as you know, public gatherings are outlawed at this point in time. So we've lost April. Right now we've kind of got events going into May, and we'll kind of see where the chips fall after that. But I have a great team. I have a team of 8. I have a wonderful admin team. I got a fair manager, a fair manager, an event coordinator, and a marketing coordinator that kind of make all the things that we do possible. And then I have an operations team that's just worked tirelessly and cares about the organization, the facility. So I have a great team. We're a nonprofit organization. We're a 501c5 organization. One thing unique about us is that we're a project of the Mobile JCs. So everybody on my board of directors has to be under the age of 40. So that's kind of like a little uniqueness that we have. A lot of big ideas. A lot of great things come out of that, and we have, like I said, we have a full-time team of 8, and we pretty much keep everything running. So we enjoy what we do. I love my team. Have a great team. Have a great board of directors, and definitely have a job that's unique and a lot of fun.
So You said something a while back. I just want to ask. I'm assuming it's a killer birthday party, man. If you're gonna rent out the grounds facility for a birthday party, I want to hear about some of these birthday bashes, man. Have you gotten to go? Yeah.
Yeah. So Nikki DeMarks with what is it? the Cumulus Station 104.1, I guess.
Okay.
Every year for probably for like the last 10 years, she's thrown a birthday bash.
Go Nikki.
You know,
okay.
Just Nikki DeMarks and 2,000 of her closest friends.
Nice.
So it's pretty interesting.
She's like, do I know you? Like when those folks? Yeah. I don't know if that matters or not. Maybe it's like more the merrier, I guess. So, so on the JC front, you kind of made me think. So a lot of people may not know. I know some of this. My dad was actually in the JCs. And so he's the one that kind of gave me a lot of that history of, projects that spun out of the JC. So the fair, the Greater Gulf State Fair, being a project at one time that spun out of the JCs and then becoming its own entity, right? And then like the Deep Sea Fishing Rodeo, also a JC, correct?
The Trailmates. So back in the
Trailmates, yep.
Yeah, 60s, 70s, and 80s, the JCs was probably, 750 members strong. So pretty much every smaller community that makes up our Mobile community, Grand Bay, Sims, downtown, Midtown, everybody kind of had like a JC something going on. The Alabama Deep Sea Fishing Rodeo is our sister project. The Greater Gulf State Fair is a project, and the Isaiah Trailmaids are a project. Those are the three projects that remain. But at one time there was like the Camellia Festival in Sims.
Oh wow!
Festival in Grand Bay, the Azalea Festival that kind of accompanied the Azalea Trail Run. Those were all JC projects at one point. Even planning the original Azalea Trail was a JC project. So,
oh wow, okay.
Long history, but today we have the three major projects being the Deep Sea Fishing Rodeo, the Alabama Deep Sea Fishing Rodeo, the Greater Gulf State Fair, and the Azalea Trail. And then together for Christmas, the JCs come together. This is something that they do. They call it the Stone Soup Project, where they really kind of seek donations from local businesses. Like I want to say Bike Shop always donates like some green bean casserole or something like that. The JCs fry turkeys and then take them out to foster families, because as you know, a foster family a lot of times is 20 people, 20 kids that grew up in their home. That's their family. So around Christmas time, they all come back and come and see their family. So they the JC saw that need and sought to fill that every year.
That's
awesome.
Cool. Yeah, that's really amazing.
I don't think that a lot of people know, and I certainly didn't know, that the fair is a year-round thing, and it's it's something that the community just goes to, and we have our our cotton candy and we ride some rides. But I didn't realize that it takes an entire year, sometimes or 18 months out, on some of the things you have planned for fairs that are coming up. And so for right now, I know that there are some fairs that are up in the air. For right now, do we think we're good for this year?
Yeah, we we're planning it just like we usually do.
Sure.
We're I have an awesome fair manager, Pascal, and we're staying in contact. We're continuously reaching out to people, seeking out new vendors and everything. The carnival industry and the fair industry is kind of in turmoil right now. With the closure of Houston Rodeo, and then for Florida, for Miami-Dade Kids Fair to open, which are kind of the two biggest events. Which Houston Rodeo is like the third largest fair in North America, and then Miami-Dade's like right around the 10th. So two large fairs normally kick off the season, kick off our carnival route with our vendors and our carnival. Those they either didn't finish or they didn't have the opportunity to open. So right now everybody's just kind of just doing what we're doing. They found a place to kind of stay and wait this out. The hope, which this is a personal hope, this isn't based on any type of medical advice or any type of knowledge about this virus, but the hope is that in July, or by the first part of July, that this will kind of have the course ran, and the industry will be able to open Calgary Stampede, which is the largest largest fair in North America. So that's kind of the hope. That's the glimmer of hope that everybody's holding out for. But as far as we're concerned, we're doing what we've always done, just doing it remotely. And we're meeting with Zoom, doing a lot of Zoom meetings. So we have every intention to open October 30th.
October 30th through what? November 8th? Okay. Yeah. That's awesome.
Yeah, I had seen you guys post about, fairs that weren't opening, and I know you guys are feeling for them, kind of all being comrades in the same industry. And so I don't know. I mean, I know that was hard. Like I just saw that come through on our feed and stuff. So, for those, and I don't know what it means for those entities, long term, those fairs. I mean, when you produce an annual event and that is your event, like that's what makes their budgets. I mean, I don't have a clue what that means for them. I mean, any idea on what you think that means for some of those organizations?
Yeah, I mean, some of the larger fairs, I think they'll be okay. Houston Rodeo, they're a massive fair. They've they're huge. It's the second, third largest fair in North America. So there's plenty of reserve. They have the support of their community. But some of the smaller fairs, I don't want to name names or anything, but kind of right now, I'm definitely concerned for them. The fortunate thing is that this kind of caught a lot of fairs before they went to all the expense of getting everything set up, and so fortunately they might have just a slimmer year. But there's definitely, if this continues, there's definitely going to be some fairs that without their community support probably won't be able to open again. That's sad. But also, too, we got usually, like I said, there's Houston Rodeo. They start, a lot of people start the season in Florida. There's a lot of Florida fairs this time of year. And kind of there's kind of like a cyclical nature of the industry. You start the summer in Florida, then you have like the middle of the year, which kind of is you're making your way up to Canada, then you go into Canada, then you come back at the tail end of the season, which is right around first part of October, end of September, first part of October. So there's kind of a three parts to the season, and unfortunately the first part for a lot of people is out. So that's definitely income that they see that they're usually used to, but it definitely is going to be a challenging year for the industry, as the fair industry as a whole. And then on our event side of the house, I mean I think we started canceling events middle of March, and we basically hadn't been every weekend through the end of the summer. So we're definitely experiencing some lost revenue there that helps keep our doors open and keeps the utilities paid throughout the year. But is what it is. I mean, nobody expected that a pandemic was going to hit. So you just ride the wave and figure it out as you go.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Do fairs talk, and as in their events, the way that they work? Does it just happen that way, that there's a season and it moves throughout the country, or are these guys all like somehow talking over the years and kind of generating their fairs on these dates?
Yeah, I mean, I would say that it's kind of occurred over the years, both intentionally and unintentionally. One thing, there's a group called the Midwest Fair Association, and they're in the Midwest, but they've been an association since the end of the 1800s. And the way that association started, their fairs kind of go in a little route, kind of like a little circular route. The way that started is because back in the day, the way the carnival industry and fairs got around was by rail. So the Midwest Fair Association basically built the railroads that they could, facilitate the various fairs. So if you look in the Midwest, right after another, Iowa opens, then Minnesota opens, and then so there's like kind of that just because that's the way it was back then. But for us, kind of our route, everybody winters in Florida. Winter quarters is in Florida. It's just a nice place in the winter. And then also Gibsontown, Florida is kind of just like a natural place where a lot of the industry, whether you're entertainment, concessionaire, or carnival, where they kind of gather. It's just a nice place. That's where the Showman's League is. Everybody starts in Florida. So kind of what you'll see is everybody comes out of Florida, plays Florida fairs, and then kind of disperses. And then, our company, North American Midway, they kind of go up the East Coast. They have another route that goes out and hits the Midwest. And then they all kind of reconvene come July in Canada, play all the Canadian fairs, and they, towards the end of September, jump back down into the U.S. and kind of start making their way back to Florida. So we're the last fair that North American Midway plays, just on their natural track back to Florida. So.
That's interesting.
Very cool. I have a feeling that once all of this passes, I have a feeling that this will probably be the biggest, best fair you've ever seen. I think people are going to be so ready to get out and enjoy each other. And I mean, what better than the fair to do that at? So hopefully this will all clear out and get out of the way so you can have an award-winning fair this year.
I think so. The best fair we ever had. So our mission and our vision as an organization is just to be a place for people to come and celebrate, whether that's on the ground side of the house or the fair side of the house. We want you to have a place, come celebrate, make memories. Is basically kind of what we sum it up as. The best fair we ever had was the year after Katrina. So that was 2005.
Okay.
Broke lots of records, broke all the records. And I think the reason that was because everybody was just tired of sitting at the house after the hurricane. So this might be the best fair that we've had in quite a while. I wish we're gaming up for it. I know that we've been talking with you guys, want to do some more things with you guys at Rundown, and then on the entertainment side of the house. Which right now our concert, music entertainment's kind of up in the air because everybody's canceling. So hopefully we'll have a coming out of the COVID-19 thing, we'll have a better option and more options for grandstand entertainment. But we've got some wonderful entertainment partners, on ground entertainment partners that we're going to announce. Got some pretty cool things that we're planning, stuff that people never seen before at the fair.
All right.
So this is of all the years for us to have all the people come, this is the year to have it. So.
Are you allowed to give us any sneak peeks of any of this stuff or no? Can you give us a release?
Well, I'll give you the sneak preview that Cowboy Circus is coming back. Danny Grant will be back. Last year we had him for 3 days. He's going to be here all 10. Be here hanging out with us. So it's going to be he's going to do his full show, his full performance. That's one that we can let everybody know. But the other ones we kind of finishing up, getting everybody. Again, COVID-19's kind of threw some kinks into the team. We're having to kind of sort through that with people's schedules and kind of see what they're gonna, what entertainment's gonna be able to do at the end of the year, end of the season. But we're real excited. We can't wait to announce. Hopefully, we were shooting for June to roll everything out. It might have got pushed to July, but we'll see. Our tickets go on sale in June. We got some pretty cool ticket specials going. Some packets. We'll have a package that's going to be tailored for mom. She'll even get her own T-shirt she can wear. So we got some cool stuff rolling out. Can't wait to get back in the office and get these things rolling.
I can't believe I didn't wear my funnel cake 2.51K head buff this morning. I don't know why I didn't think about that. I actually wore it on a previous episode, man. Why did I not think about it this morning? Which is insane.
I saw that. Made my heart swell.
I'm kind of ashamed by that. But if people don't know, so the Rundown partnered with the Grounds, and we produced a funnel cake, 2.51K, which we did disclose to everyone, Josh, that we don't think it was 2.51K. We were like, hey guys, we have a little improvements to do. We're going to work on it. We think it was like a 1.25K maybe or something.
Okay. So.
They even had to do less, and they still got a funnel cake afterwards. I tried to skip the whole thing, and man, that was hard. I'm not gonna lie. That was
your calves were sore for days.
My calves were sore for like weeks. Yeah.
I have a video of you skipping, and you could tell that you were in quite a bit of pain. So
I was pushing through, man. I was totally pushing through. But we're hoping to work with you guys again and do that or a run or that, and maybe even build upon it. I don't know.
Yeah, for sure. I got so many ideas. I have a little album on my phone that I've shared with Pascal and our communications coordinator, And so all these screenshots that I take from different fairs, I'll
Uh-huh.
throw in. So I've got an album of stuff to show you. See
I
all the
like
different
it.
runs that they got going on. But also too, the kids biz, that was probably one of my favorite parts of the fair last year. Just really cool kids. Neat thing.
So Mandy and I have talked, and I know we haven't necessarily approached you about it yet, or not, but yeah, we've already been meeting as, you know, the rundown. We've been talking about it. And so we'll be coming to you guys real soon about that. Yeah. So if people don't know what that is, so Biz Kids, so we had literally kids develop their own product or service, and they had the opportunity to sell it. And what was really cool, what I think was really cool, is that originally I know we were going to be outside, and they were going to have their own kind of marketplace. You know, tornadoes kind of happened on Friday of the fair, the first Friday of the fair. So Saturday morning, it was raining like crazy. We made a last minute adjustment, and the kids were able to set up with the other vendors in kind of the middle of the snaking area before they go out. And I thought that was the coolest pivot ever, because I thought it was really neat that the kids got to be around other vendors, like other businesses, you know, that were out there kind of selling their stuff and their products and services. And man, we had a blast, and we're looking forward to actually kind of expanding that a little bit this year. Like, so we're looking to do the same thing, and hopefully, you know, obviously we'll be talking to you guys soon, but we actually want to do a little bit of education and stuff between now and the event. We may even get a couple of young entrepreneurs that we know and do like a live stream like this, and then share it to the kids that were involved, and kind of help that be a marketing piece for those kids. But yeah, man, we're glad y'all had, you know, that you guys had a good experience with it, because we loved it. Like the rundown had a great time, and the Boys and Girls Club was a sponsor of that as well to help make that possible. And so we appreciate them too, as well as you guys. So
yeah, that was a cool thing. And just seeing too, like, the people actually kind of, they stopped and they asked the kids questions, and the kids explained it. And then you got the guy with the Cheeto socks, and yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Bought a lot of Cheetos that day. So.
Yeah.
Heck yeah,
I
man.
should have worn my. I think I got the Skittle socks.
I have some Skittle socks, man, for sure. from Snox. Yeah, that guy. Yeah, he was doing great. Anthony. This is his name. That young guy. Yeah, it was cool. That was cool. So yeah, we're looking forward to continuing, you know, working with you guys and doing some creative stuff out there, and just you know, just trying to connect the community and do some fun, funky stuff. So
yeah.
Well, other final thoughts, man. I know you have to go and probably do your thing or whatever. But any other final thoughts you want to kind of connect with the folks?
You know, kind of just staying to you know, seeing all the people that you guys have brought on over I guess like last week, I guess really. Kind of you guys been up and going, and just hearing their stories and kind of what they're encountering. You know, for us, just keep us in mind, asking people to keep us in mind. And if they don't mind, so while we are a nonprofit organization, we're a 501c5. Unfortunately, we don't qualify for the Paycheck Protection Program under the package that was just passed. So one thing that we're doing is we're continuing to serve the community. You know, we were, you know, the city called, the mayor called and asked if they could set our parking lot up for you know, the COVID-19 testing, which fortunately the hospitals were able to handle it, and we're no longer, you know, even considered a site for that. But you know, we're about to transition into assisting EMA with some state stuff that they got. So we're continuously working out here. Got a lot of things going on supporting the community, and I'm just ask people to keep us in mind. And you know, if they get a moment and want to go talk to the, you know, Congressman Byrne or Senator Shelby or Jones, just ask them to, you know, take a moment, send a email to them, and just remind them that, you know, not all the organizations you know, we're able to access that. We still have a team that we're working, and we're paying them, but you know, at some point, depending on what this looks like, we might have to kind of scale back hours and all. So definitely keep us in your thoughts, and you know, if you get a moment,
absolutely mention
it to anybody. We all have this time now that we didn't expect that we were going to have. So definitely keep us in mind, and you know, be vocal about supporting us, if you will, because we are supporting the community. You know, just by, you know, providing our facility to folks. So, but again, we can't wait to see everybody. This mess will be over with by October. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Can't wait to to get the fair started. Can't wait to have events. That's one thing that I miss around here. Is one of the cool parts of the job is that I get to every week I get to experience different people, and I'm kind of missing that. So can't wait for everything to go back to normal, and I'm sure everybody else is as well. So.
Yeah.
It's going to be party of the year, man. The fair is going to be the party of the year. We're looking forward to it.
Cannot wait.
Well, hashtag EGSF 2020. So.
That's
right.
it. That's
okay,
it.
look, hey, I want everybody to see your hat really clearly. So put your head down.
The corn dog.
So it's a corn dog. It's a pretty cool hat.
It's the best hat I've ever seen.
Haven't had a haircut. Usually I get like a haircut every 4 weeks. Yeah, we can't have that now. So wearing a lot of hats moving forward.
You're not the only one, man. You're not the only one not getting haircuts right now.
Oh,
yeah,
man.
so I hear you.
Yes.
I hear you. Well, Josh, man, thanks for being with us. We appreciate you this morning, and you guys keep doing what you're doing, and we'll keep pointing people at y'all and thank y'all, and we'll talk to you soon, man.
We'll talk to you soon. Thanks, you guys. Y'all have a great day.
All right, Josh.
Thanks,
you too,
Josh.
man. See ya.
Bye.
That was awesome.
I love him.
Josh, a good dude.
Yeah. You know, they do so much for the community that we just don't even know about. And they have so many events out there that you wouldn't even think of. So, the next time that you have a big event or something that you need some space for, think of the grounds. They have, best parking at any venue in the city of Mobile or the county. So, think of them the next time you have something big.
Totally with you.
We'll see you guys at the fair for sure.
Totally with you. All right. So what we have a quote or something. No, not a quote. A fun fact. A fun fact of Mobile. Do you want to go ahead and go to? Should we go ahead and go to that?
Absolutely. So did you know that the West Indies salad originated in Mobile? Do you know that?
I actually did know that.
Did you know that? Really?
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
it's a true story.
Do you know? So I think people potentially even argue with where it was originally made in Mobile.
Okay.
Yep.
You know some dirty details?
Yeah. So I know a couple of details on that. So I think a few different people potentially argue that they were the first to make it. I think.
Okay.
If anyone knows, you can shout out in the comments if you want to. But I read an article one time.
Okay.
In the restaurant.
Okay.
Where apparently it was created.
Okay. Where is that?
Which was Bailey's.
Oh.
On Dolphin Island Parkway, Bailey's at Bailey's Corner, which has the
taking some claim
largest crab claws I've ever seen in my life. If you get a chance, go to Bailey's and check those out. But there's an article in there about how they originated and created the West Indies salad.
Go Bailey's.
Isn't that cool?
That kind of makes me want a West Indies salad and some crab claws. We should hit them up.
So again, I just want to thank our show sponsor again real quick, just while we have a moment. So Cartridge World of Mobile, providing you guys printers, ink and toner. They actually have a no-cost printer program, which is pretty cool. You can look them up or call them 725-6380. So wanted to do that again real quick. Thank the show sponsor.
Yeah.
Any final things you want to say? You want to say to the people before we sign off?
I'm ready for the fair. That's all.
Ready for the fair, man. I'm ready for the fair too.
Yeah.
Well, cool. Well, guys, we'll see y'all at the fair this fall, and we hope y'all have a great week, and we'll talk to you guys soon. Take care.
Bye.